Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Sarah. How are you?
Good, I'm Casey.
Okay.
The pleasure's all mine.
Nice to meet you. Alright, so just wanted to talk to you about a few things today. So I see that you're a paramedic. It's a field that I'm looking to get into. So why did you choose to be a paramedic?
That's a question I love being asked, and I still don't have a good answer for it. Basically, it was kind of a whim thing. I tried it after trying a couple of different things, which is actually a common answer across most paramedics. Tried it, loved it, haven't looked back. Can I tell you why exactly? Not particularly. Just that all my life I grew up with all sorts of livestock, different emergencies, that sort of thing. Never wanted to be a vet. I actually wanted to be a firefighter. Thought that was maybe not my calling, so I tried this and stuck with it.
Oh, okay. So as a paramedic, what role do you fill on the job?
So there's two roles as paramedics, just generalized.
Okay.
And we swap back and forth. You're on a truck with a partner. One of you drives, and one of you is what we call the attending. So the driver will be the partner to the person that's attending the call, which means they come in, they help the person that's running the call, doing vitals, whatever else they need, help get them in the back of the truck, and then drives to the hospital. The attending is the person that's running the call, so they're the ones that'll be doing or taking care of patient care for the entirety of the call until care is transferred at the hospital. So the way it works is we swap back and forth. Every time we carry a patient to the hospital, we swap. So now the driver becomes the attending and the attending becomes the driver. Or if we go to a call and somebody decides not to go, we call it a cancel. So then we'll swap every 3 cancels, we swap.
Okay, so this is based off of like shift work? Like, what are your shifts like?
It is shift work. We work on a platoon schedule.
Okay, so what's that exactly?
Which means we do nights and days. And the idea is we do 4 nights on, 4 days off, 3 days on, 1 day off, 3 nights on, 3 days off, 4 days on, then a week off.
Oh, okay. So it's not your average 9 to 5 job.
It's definitely not a 9 to 5.
A lot more than that.
Yes.
Oh.
We work 12-hour shifts. Depending on your truck, like right now I'm on a 7 o'clock truck, so my day shift would be from 7 o'clock in the morning until 1900 at night, and then my night shift would be 1900 at night till 7 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, sounds pretty challenging. What would you find to be your biggest challenge on the job?
On the job is, well, one, communicating to patients. A lot of the times you run into patients that don't speak English or are anxious, having panic attacks. It's tough to get through to them. The other big communication problem is actually your partner.
Oh.
I spend more time with my partner than I do with anybody else. And that includes boyfriends, family, all of that. So it's actually kind of like a marriage on the truck.
Oh!
So definitely a big stress point is you have to be able to find somebody you can work with and pretty much live with.
Okay, so do you choose who's your partner or who chooses that for you?
It's done on a bidding system. So seniority. Top person gets to pick the spot they want. Second person gets to pick the spot they want. Right all the way down to me at like 500 and some odd.
Oh, okay. Sounds like you need a lot of skills for this job. What are some of the important skills that you think you need daily?
Communication.
Communication?
Communication is your biggest skill you need.
Okay. Anything else or just communication?
Well, saving a life would be good too. CPR would be a great skill to have. But the biggest thing is communication.
Holy. So what do you find most rewarding?
Rewarding. My favorite thing actually is hearing people tell their stories. I mean, I know people always hear about the crazy calls, crazy car crashes. They're fun, don't get me wrong. And fun seems like a bad word to use, but they are fun. But my favorite is actually the transfers, the people that just have weird stories that were in World War II or anything like that. Like, there's a lot of crazy stories you'll hear, and you get to know something about people, and you get to make people smile.
So these are the people who you work with, their stories.
The people that I'm carrying as my patient.
Oh my gosh.
Their story, right? A lot of them come into the truck, they're panicked, they're upset. It's a bad day, right? You're picking up people on their worst day. And one, you get to try and make things better, make them smile, and then you get to hear something about them too. And a lot of them have some incredibly interesting stories on how they got here.
Oh, okay.
As into being where they are, not being smuggled into the country.
So you find this job very rewarding then?
I do.
Okay,
I absolutely love my job.
Okay. Do you happen to have any advice for future students who are looking to get into a career as paramedics? Like anything that you wish that you knew before you applied?
I think the biggest thing is just an ability to be more than a medic. A lot of the times I see people come in and they're gung-ho and they want to be medics, which is fantastic. I love the enthusiasm, but they forget that they're more than a medic. This is a job that will take everything from you if you let it. You need to have something that you do that's not medic related.
It's like a support system and like a hobby outside.
Support system is huge, whether it's fellow medics or outside people. Hobbies, great. I ride horses, that's what I do, just stress relief.
Yeah.
But it's being able to step back and not take home what you do at work, which sounds easy, but it's incredibly tough. So I'm Casey, I'm not a medic, but that's what I do for a living.
That's impressive. Well, that's actually all the time that we have. Thank you very much for coming out. It's been great talking with you. And hopefully I can talk to you in the future at some point.
Sounds good.
All right, thank you.